When I was 6 years old, my parents divorced. On paper, it looked organized. A 50-50 custody split for me and my two younger brothers. In real life, it meant calendars, backpacks, and the feeling of living in two different worlds. Over time, my father remained my safe place. My mother became the place where everything felt tense but dressed up as this is what is best. When I was 11, my mother remarried. Her new husband had 2 kids of his own, and from day one they decided that building a happy blended family meant enforcing strict rules. Not normal rules like chores or bedtime. Emotional control rules. They said it was to prevent favoritism and make everyone feel equal, but it felt like a forced performance. My stepfather insisted we ask him for permission for basic things, even in situations where we were used to going to our biological father. My mother backed him with my house, my rules. They also demanded open bedroom doors at all times. They called it safety, but it was really about privacy never existing. The worst rule was mandatory hugs. Mandatory. My mother would say everyone hugs in this house because we are family. If we hesitated, they treated it like a personal attack. You cannot order affection into existence. You cannot declare that strangers are siblings and expect instant love. The result was predictable. My brothers and I did not bond with him or his children, and the house turned into constant friction. Arguments over ridiculous rules, invasions of privacy, and endless lectures about loyalty and effort. Eventually, my brothers and I started planning vacations with our biological father on purpose, just to avoid being in that environment. It was not revenge. It was emotional survival. As my brothers grew older, they started refusing to stay at my mother's house at all. They did not want weekends of guilt and forced togetherness. Recently, my mother called me. I am an adult now and I live with my biological father. She sounded tired, but also angry in that way where tiredness needs a target. She asked for my help to unite the family, because my brothers no longer wanted to stay with her. She said that as the oldest I needed to lead by example. I asked what she actually meant by that after all these years. She wanted me to pressure my brothers, convince them, and make them accept that we are a family. That is when I understood the real request. She did not want healing. She wanted a spokesperson to validate her story. I told her calmly that I did not see that household as my family. I said I would not pressure my brothers to return to a place that made us feel controlled and guilty. My mother immediately got offended and then she escalated. She said we were the reason her marriage was difficult, that we never tried, and that she only wanted to be happy. Then she said the line that made me go cold. She said if I had led by example from the beginning, everyone would have fit in and her family would not have fallen apart. Like an 11-year-old was responsible for holding together her second marriage. I told her she chose the rules, she chose the method, and she chose to blame children when it failed. I told her family does not form through orders. It forms through trust, respect, and time. If she wanted to rebuild anything, she needed to acknowledge the damage instead of hunting for someone to blame. She went quiet, said something like, "I see," and hung up. It did not feel like a win. It felt like the unavoidable end of a story where they always wanted us to pay the emotional price for their choices. Like the video, if you enjoyed it, and leave your opinion in the comments.